What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement going through the issues, basement technical difficulties, all of it we're experiencing today. But we got the Knicks on, thank goodness, because the Rangers, I cannot get, please, there's too much going on today. So we got the Rangers playing, but I don't have it here, but we have the Knicks. The Knicks up 17-11 over the Nets right now. They're on a 6-game winning streak. Thankfully, the Knicks are on. So we can do something on here today. That's what's up. That's what we got going on right now. So, yeah, guys, this is what's up. We've got the Knicks going on right now. The Knicks on a 6-game winning streak. During this win streak right now, the 6 games, they got a 120-point average, 49% shooting from the field. Knicks are doing it right now, absolutely doing it. So this has been a really exciting, a little bit of a hard time getting going here. There's 7:15 left in the first quarter, 17-11 Knicks right now. That is what's up. So, and the Nets are wearing their old school, jerseys from like the 80s. That's awesome. And who cares? Grimes for 3. Boom, hit it. Loving what we're seeing right here. Guys, sorry for the delay. I could not get the Ranger game in. The channel, there's some contract. I don't know what's going on, but I tried 3 different channels to get the Rangers in. I cannot get the game in. Thankfully, the Knicks are on right now against the Nets, so we can do something here today. So apologize for the saying it was going to be the Rangers tonight. We're going to do the Knicks. The Rangers are going to be on tomorrow night. Patrick Kane's first game is tomorrow night. So we'll be back on for that tomorrow night, guys. Bruin, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruin in the basement. What's up, Bruin? Slick, another cellar dweller accounted for. Slick's in the basement. Way back, another cellar dweller accounted for. First, Ozzy accounted for. Wayback's in the basement. Brad, another cellar dweller, and another Ozzy accounted for in the basement. What's going on, Brad? Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. What's up, Manav? George, another cellar dweller accounted for. George is in the basement. Good. Bulldog, you can keep us posted on the Rangers because I just can't get the channel. I can't get the game in. I can't get it in. I don't know what's going on over here, but I got the Knicks in, so we're going to do that. Good. 1-0 Rangers. That's what I want to hear. Patrick Kane starts tomorrow. We will be on for that. Way back, just watched your Farnsey reaction vids. Told you, yeah, no joke. That guy's got a voice like nobody's business, man. Him, Cold Chisel, man. That's been taken off really well, way back. You were right. Thank you, sir. Bulldog, that's cool, man. Keep us posted on the Rangers for now. Way back. Gardini, GT3, Gardini. Another OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gardini's in the basement. The Knicks don't win by 8 or more. Disappointed. Hey, I just want the Knicks to keep winning. They're up by 10. We got the 5th seed now. The Knicks are on fire. Straight fire. Bruin heard Kane wasn't playing today anyway, so it's whatever, Johnny. Right. And I was upset because I'm like, because you actually, believe it or not, the Knicks and Nets is the bigger game. It's the bigger game than Rain. The Flyers are trash. Everybody knows the Flyers are trash. And I usually do the bigger game, but because I thought Patrick Kane was going to be playing tonight, Grimes for 3. Bang! Because I thought Patrick Kane was going to be playing today, I was desperate to get that Ranger game on. But then I find out he's not playing. I'm like, oh, to hell with it. I'm going to still try to get that game in on the other channels. I don't know why it's a problem, but it is a problem. I'm having a problem with that and a few other channels. Basement technical difficulties. We got another game to do. We're live streaming. It's all that matters. And Kane plays tomorrow night, so no harm, no foul. Gardini, explain Kane trade in MLB terms. Okay, the Rangers are now like a super team. It's like when the Dodgers had Trey Turner, Mookie Betts, like when KD went to the Suns just now, or the KD went to the Warriors. Kane is an older player, but he's a 3-time champion. He's the greatest American-born hockey player ever, Gardini. Patrick Kane is the greatest American-born hockey player ever. So he people can argue it just statistically. That's what he is. But that'd be like KD just went to the Suns. We just got our own style like that. It is a beefed up team. The Rangers top 6, Gardini, that's the 6 forwards on both the first and second line. I know you're learning about hockey. When you're a top 6, that's the forwards on the first 2 lines. Bottom 6 is your forwards on lines 3 and 4. The Rangers' top 6 is the best in the game. You could argue they're the best in the game. And their bottom 6 would be a top 6 on most teams. The Rangers are a super team right now, Gardini. That's what it is. That's what it is. Mr. Marine, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Mr. Marine, what's going on? Surgery tomorrow at 6 a.m. Is that for the stents or is that for a bypass surgery, Mr. Marine? Which is it going to be? Yeah, let's go Rangers too. By the way, I have a couple different sources I can get the Rangers game in. It's not showing it's not showing where I'm at. I can't get it in. So we're doing the Knicks. Kane, thankfully, isn't starting tonight. The Knicks-Nets is a bigger game anyway. The Knicks are up, by the way, 28-19 with just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Knicks looking for 7 straight wins. 7 straight wins. And Mr. Marine, we wish you the best. Just what are you getting it for? Is it for the stents or for bypass surgery? Yeah, I know it's on TNT, Bulldog. I can't get it in. I know it's on TNT. I can't get it in. Bruin wishes you best of luck, Mr. Marine. Yep. Hope all goes well. Bulldog as well. Brad, Manav. Big Bear, what's going on, brother? Big Bear, look for the Ranger game with me tomorrow night. Sorry for the last second switch. Just having issues right now. Getting it in. Mr. Marine, thank you, everyone. A little scared tomorrow because it's the heart. Anything can happen. You're doing the bypass. All right, I'm looking down to see if you respond to that. You are doing the bypass. You're going to be fine. Mr. Marine, you got this, man. You got this. You got this. You're going to – the big thing that happening tomorrow, you're coming out of your surgery, no problem. Second is Patrick Kane. You're first. You're going to come out of this tomorrow. And then you're going to be on the live stream. I know you won't be, but I wish you could be with us tomorrow night. But we know you're going to be all right. And a little scared. I would be a lot scared. But think about everything you've been through, Mr. Marine. This is nothing compared to all the wars and everything that you've seen overseas, man. You got this. You got this. You definitely got this. Yeah, you got this, brother. No doubt about it. Godini, basement struggles. What's new? Right. What's new? That'll always be the basement struggles, man. There's always something. There's always something down here. We'll get like 2-3 weeks straight, smooth, no problem. Then we get other days that I say I'll be on, and then I'm running late at work, or I get on here and then nothing works, or we'll have the Yankee game where now it could be on 17 different apps or networks, or who knows what it's going to be on. So it's always something going on down here. Always something. But whatever the case, we had another, thankfully, the Knicks and Nets are on right now, which normally, by the way, guys, this would be the game I normally would have done anyway. I just thought Patrick Kane was starting tonight. That's why I was desperate to get that on. Knicks versus Nets is a bigger game than Rangers versus Flyers. Flyers are trash, so who cares about them? This would be when the Knicks and Rangers play at the same time, I'm always going to choose who has the bigger game. This was the bigger game, except Patrick Kane, I thought, was playing tonight. Is why I chose the Rangers today. Anyway, it is what it is. We're all here. It's 28-21 Knicks, 4:35 left in the first quarter. Bulldog. Bulldog, yeah, you keep me updated on the Rangers, man. Where am I at? That's right. Flex, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. Flex, what's going on, brother? Rangers had a great penalty kill, still 1-0 Rangers. Thank you, Bulldog. Gardini still grasping this hockey thing, jumping. Gardini, there's no better time than to jump in right now with the Rangers. Jump in right now. We will help you in your journey, in your hockey journey. Jump in right now, Gardini. Perfect time. Perfect time. Slick wishes you good luck, Mr. Marine, as well. Big task. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Another in the basement. What's going on, Big task? Johnny, what's happening? No mercy, Knicks. Get this Nets team out of New York. Get them out of New York. Didn't you love how the Nets and their fans, their newfound fans, and all these stars, and everybody's at the game, and everybody's sitting on the sidelines having all the Nets are going to take over New York? No, they're not. And they didn't. What'd they do with their star players? They did nothing. What'd they do with their stars? Nothing. I'm a Jets fan. Let's just say, gosh, this is such a dream, but let's just say the Jets won 2 out of their next 5 Super Bowls. It's still the Giants city. It's the Giants, Yankees, Rangers, Knicks. It's their town. period. I'm a Jet fan. I don't care if the Jets end up winning more Super Bowls in history than the Giants. It's still a Giants town. The Mets could win World Series. The Mets will never take over the city. It's the Yankees. It's the Yankees town. It's the Knicks town. It's the Rangers town. It's the way it is. So the Nets and all their newfound fans, I never knew any Nets fans growing up. None, zero. I knew fans of every team, even the Devils. I knew Devils fans. I never knew Nets fans. Nobody cared about the Nets. Nobody. Like I hate the Islanders because they're a direct rival of the Rangers. I don't even hate the Nets because they were never really thought about. They were always there. I mean, I went for them when they were in the finals with Jason Kidd and Kmart and Richard Jefferson, Kerry Kittles. I went for them. But I mean, nobody cared. Corner three, miss. Hartenstein on the rebound. 3:30 left in the first quarter. 30-21 Knicks. So, yeah, big task. Going for 7 straight. The Knicks are on fire right now. And I love that Jalen Brunson was out today rocking the Patrick Kane jersey. That was awesome. Bulldog, Galan is happy with the play so far. How could he not be? Absolutely good. Bruin, have you seen all the trades that happened today, Johnny? Dude, I can't even keep up with all these trades. It's insane. It's insane what's going on. This is nuts. I'm going to try to get the Rangers score up right here, man. Bear with me, guys. Bruin, have you seen all? I just read that. Gardini, when the Knicks and Nets are good, basketball is electric in New York. The Nets, by the way, still have a good team. Getting Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges back and Spencer Dinwiddie, these are good players, man. These are solid players. The Nets are still a good team. They just lost a lot. I always thought if KD had stayed in Brooklyn and took the Nets to he would have been a super. I mean, he is a superstar, but I'm just saying it would have elevated him more as a leader instead of getting knocked for a guy that runs around to other teams. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Bruin, how about Jonathan Quick getting traded to the Jackets? Wow, you got traded to the worst team in hockey, and they're worse than the Coyotes. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do, to be worse than the Coyotes. But, yeah, I saw that one for sure. Jonathan Quick on the Jackets, man. Talk about a guy that has to not be happy right now. Bulldog, it's a Rangers home game. We're taking over their arena. Oh, I know. Philly? Yeah, when the Rangers go to Philly, it's like when the Yankees go to Tampa. It's another home game. Yep. Yeah, the Flyers are trash. Julius Randle has 93 pointers in the first quarter. That leads the league. Can you imagine that? Julius Randle has 90 3-pointers in the first quarter. Leads the league. Wow, that's a hell of a stat. Wow, and there's Bernard King sitting right there. Oh, what a famous Nick. Yeah, Bruin, it's crazy. Bulldog, I read that. Bag of Dave, welcome into the basement, Bag of Dave. We appreciate you being here, man. Please subscribe, bell notes, hit that like button. You got the Carlton Blues profile pic. I love it. Best wishes to Mr. Marine. Oh, yeah, that's an OG. Mr. Marine been with us since the beginning, man. We're all thinking and praying for him for sure. Absolutely. 35-21 Knicks, 2:25 left in the first quarter. The Ranger game will be on tomorrow night in the basement. Patrick Kane's first game. Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bond's in the base. What's going on, Bond? G'day, Johnny and the Dwellers. How's everyone doing? I hit the like button on my way into the basement. That's how you do it, Bond. You got it. Brunson, mid-range jumper. Bang! 37-23 Knicks. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Bulldog, Bond, welcome to the basement. Bag of Dave, welcome to the basement. Gardini, like during baseball season, we're going to have hockey and basketball playoff games. They always going to take front seat, Gardini, always. The Yankees will be back, but they will not take precedent over the NBA or the NHL playoff games. Forget it. The Knicks and the Rangers are going to rule those days. The Yankees, we got all season for them. And I will do Yankee games as long as it's not interfering. Brunson for 3. Bang! The Knicks are jumping out hardcore. Knicks are bringing it. Knicks are bringing it, man. This is great. Knicks are looking sharp right now. Rangers are on their third penalty kill of the game already in the first period. They're on their third penalty kill. Not good. Not good. And I saw, by the way, I finally did see 43-27 Knicks. I finally did see the Keandre Miller spit thing. It's hard to say. He said he didn't mean it. When you watch that, it's hard to say that wasn't on purpose. And I try to defend all of my team and players on my team and look for any angle we can find. That's a little hard to believe that it wasn't on purpose. Now, he does not come across as the kind of guy that would do something like that. So you want to take him at his word that that's not his style. And he's not even a dirty player, so you would think that it's not. I don't know, man. It looked pretty real. Looked pretty real. I don't know. I just so he's suspended for 3 games. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 45-29 Knicks. Nets just missed a 3. I missed who shot it. Josh Hart bringing it up. By the way, we're undefeated since Josh Hart came to the team and lays it in. 47-29 Knicks. Desperate three-pointer missed at the buzzer. 47-29 Knicks, end of the first quarter. 47-29 Knicks. Let me catch up. Almost 50 points in the first quarter for the Knicks again. Wow. Boy, they are on fire. Bulldog just read that. 13 people. Oh, yeah, that's right. The tipping comp. That's right, Bon. I did go in Discord. I forgot about that. Good stuff, though, man. I'll get in on that. Bruin, the Kings did quick dirty with that trade. I know. Should have kept him so he can retire as a King. That was dirty. It's as dirty as when the Rangers got rid of Brian Leetch in the middle of the night. Brian Leetch, one of the greatest New York Rangers to ever play and one of the best defensemen to ever play the game. And the Rangers traded him to the Leafs at the midnight hour, literally at the midnight hour. He found out overnight that, oh, you're no longer on the team. Like, that's what you do. Jonathan Quick has won Stanley Cups with his team, man, and that's what you do to your star player, probably the best. I mean, that's crazy. One of the best goalies the organization's ever had. They did him dirty, and they traded him to the worst team in hockey, bro. And I mean, that is awful, awful. Gardini, Julius, always hot out the gate, but always gets cold post-half. He does taper off a little bit in the third quarter, that's for sure. But without Randall, I don't know where this team would be. Without Julius Randle, I don't know where this team would be because he's been carrying the team a lot along with Brunson. I don't know where they would be. RJ Barrett, I pull for this kid so much, Barrett, man. He's just had a really up and down season. His fourth year. He should really be a lot more solid than he's been. And I still pulling for him. But without Randle, I can't imagine where the Knicks would be right now. They wouldn't be into the 5th seed. I'll tell you that. Bulldog, Breece Hall was at a Nets game and they didn't give him much of a standing ovation. Really? Wow. Because it's usually when you're a Jets fan, you're a Mets, Nets, and Islanders fan. That's how it goes. I'm just out of order. I should be a Giants fan. I am. They're my second favorite team, but I'm Jets, Rangers, Knicks, Yankees. It should be Giants. Usually people that are Jets fans are Mets and Islanders and usually the Nets. Like I said, I've never known any Nets fans until recently when they got Kyrie and KD. And all of a sudden, these diehard, I've always been a Nets fans came out. You know, guys, you guys know how it works. Gardini, if Bernard King, yeah, never got hurt. We beat the Rockets in MJ's absence. Oh my! If Bernard King was fully healthy and playing with a Patrick Ewing, forget it. They would have had rings. Bernard King, if he never got hurt, would be known as one of the top 25 players of all time. Chaco got traded to the Senators? Oh, wow, Bruin. I didn't see that one. That one got past me. I didn't see that one. Stefan, another cellar dweller accounted for. Stefan, I haven't seen you in a little while, man. Hope you've been well, brother. Streak will break for McQuack. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Hold on one second. Quickly, by the way, could be the 6th man of the year. He's been playing really well. Hartenstein with a sky hook. Oh, he missed it. Hartenstein pulled up a sky hook. Wow, way back. If you guys haven't joined the NFL footing tipping comp yet, do it soon. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm starting to see that way back. I'm going to have to get in on that. Gardini, we got 162 minimum of the Yanks. The Knicks and Rangers got max with 28 to give in April and June. Right. Last year, by the way, Gardini, they didn't start the playoffs for hockey till May 5th. Oh, Toppin, did you miss the dunk? He did. How did you miss that dunk, Toppin? That's rare. You're not going to see that very often. Obi Toppin missing a dunk. You're not going to see that very often. I didn't. Oh, wait, hold on. Gardini, did you hear? I did not hear about it. I'm going to look it up while we're talking, though. And if it's something controversial, then I won't bring it up in here either, but I'll look it up. Gardini, the Knicks dropping 50 in the first. This team's vibe has been different since the deadline. Yes, this team has been completely different since they got Josh Hart. As you know, team back up with Brunson. They won the championship in 2016 with Villanova. But the whole team has been elevated, it seems, since that Josh Hart trade. They're 6-0 right now, and right now they're up by 18 points. They got 47. It's 47 to 29. They got an 18-point lead with 11 minutes left in the first half. They're looking good. The Knicks are looking really freaking good. Slick, I heard about that. I'm not too fond of Ja because he talks too much, but I don't know if those allegations are true. I haven't seen them yet. I'll have to take a look. But like I said, we don't do controversial things in here. We don't do controversial. We don't do religion. We don't do politics. I don't do any of that in here. Whatever people believe, whoever party you vote for, whatever, it means nothing in here. This is all about sports in here. That's it. I don't bring any other business in here. I just don't want those kind of topics going on in here. It causes arguments, hate, everything else. So that's why I just don't do it in here. But I will look it up. I have not seen it yet. So I'll look it up. Volpe and just Jay Bucket will be starters between May or June. I agree with that. They should definitely be starters between May or June. It's like you got to get these guys in there, no doubt. Mr. Marine, Knicks are playing good. Hopefully for Johnny, they go a long way. Yes, Knicks and Rangers going a long way. Go a long way. The Knicks are looking so good. I'm so excited about them right now. The Rangers have been on the up and up for the past couple of years now, but to see the Knicks do this turnaround is incredible. Now they're elevated even more by just one simple trade. Look at the chemistry with Josh Hart now. Look at the chemistry with the Knicks. Everything has just been elevated, and I'm loving it. And now Mitchell Robinson's back, beasting on the boards, man. This has been really good and exciting. Gardini, I don't like trashing young kids, but if we traded RJ for Spider, we might be top 3. I know I don't want to even give up on RJ Barrett right now, and I can't defend the way he's been playing either. He's just been too up and down, too flaky for me, and he just should be better. He should be more consistent. There's the word. RJ Barrett should be way more consistent in his 4th year than he's been, and he's been a disappointment overall. But I don't want to give up on him just yet, but I hear what you're saying, Gardini. I hear what you're saying. I can't even debate that. I hear you. I'd have to agree with. As of right now, I would have to agree with that statement. Rick the Ninja, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Rick the Ninja in the basement. What's going on, Rick? Rick, I got the Yanks, Isles, Jets, and Knicks. Yeah, you're 2-2 on that one. I'm just off with the Jets. Jets, Rangers, Knicks, Yankees. I'm just off with the Jets. So you're off by 2. Rick, that's an easy fix. You can be like me, man. Change that Islanders to the Rangers, man. No problem. That'll boost your whole lineup there by 100-fold. Change that Islanders to a Rangers. Then you can be like me, Rick. Jets, Rangers, Knicks, Yankees. See how that worked, Rick? Look, we solved your problem. Change the Islanders to the Rangers and all's right in the world. Bulldog, I got Jets and Rangers. There you go. Stepan, I feel easy being a Giants fan and support the Islanders. Stepan, get out of here with the Islanders. Come on. You don't like the Islanders. Come on, Stepan. Don't come back after a while and support them. Bulldog, if I wasn't a Hawks fan, I'd be a Knicks fan. There you go. Gardini, I'm basic. Yankees, Yankees, Giants, Rangers, Knicks, Cavs. Gardini, out of curiosity, are you still going for the Cavs because of LeBron being there at one point? Are you still I like LeBron, but I was never a Cavalier fan. Like, I'm not a Lakers fan, but I like LeBron. You know, being a Knicks fan, I no way am I a Heat fan. That's why I have a LeBron jersey, but it's a Cavs. It's Cavaliers. It's not. I would never get a Lakers or a Heat jersey. Just wouldn't. I just get the Cavs. And that's, by the way, that's what LeBron should go into the Hall as, a Cavalier. 49-30 Knicks. Josh Hart bringing it up. Back out to Quickly. Right now we got Barrett, Hart, Quickly, Hartenstein, and Toppin on the floor. So we got one starter out there, and that's Barrett. What an offensive foul on Hartenstein. Turning it over. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Knicks up by 19. Wow, Knicks. Flex, Johnny's cam going black for a split second here and there. For anyone else? Really? It was Flex? I got me up on my laptop here. I'm looking clear on there right now. I always try to follow along on the laptop so I know what I look like on here and if any problems are going on. But I don't see any on this end. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem. Stefan, also depends what you hate more, Boston or Philly. Boston. I hate Boston. Like, I don't even have to think about that, Stefan. I hate all Boston teams. The only team you'll ever see me go for, and I did it recently, get that rebound, Hartenstein. Come on. I went for the Bruins over the Islanders. That's the only time you'll ever see me go for a Boston team. I cannot stand. I'll go for, and I went for the Eagles over the Patriots in the Super Bowl a couple years ago without even thinking twice about it. So I hate Boston more than any other team. All of them, except for like I said, except for that one scenario. Gardini, I remember the Lightning series gave me anxiety while watching the Yanks on the sides. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, the Lightning versus the Rangers? That was, man. Quickly for three. Quickly may get sixth man of the year. He's definitely in the run, and he has been a tremendous off-the-bench sixth man. Knicks up 52-33. 52-33. They are punishing the Nets for beating them like 7 straight times. But, of course, now that KD and company are gone. But now, this Knicks team now, even with KD there, this Knicks team would challenge them way more than we had. Bulldog, 1-1 at the end of the first period. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. Flex, must be my PC or internet way back. Way back, you're not having a problem either then. No. And Flex on here, my laptop, I haven't darkened out at all. I haven't lost the screen, nothing. So it might be on your end. And usually it is on my end. Usually it's basement technical difficulties, Mikhailov's term, BTDs. But it's not this time, amazingly. Barrett for 3, and he hit it. Knicks up by 22 points. Does that mean we got this game in the bag? No. But it's nice being up by 22. Did you guys see the Mavericks, Dallas? Luka, Kyrie blowing that 27-point lead to the Lakers the other night? Wow. It can happen, man. 20 to 25-point leads are not safe. You know, they're not end-alls anymore. Great pass back by Toppin. Good save. Quickly for deep 3. Missed it. And I don't know why he rushed that anyway. We had a full shot clock. I don't know why he rushed that 3. Gardini, I haven't looked it up yet. I'm going to look it up in a second, man. I'm just catching up on the chats, and I'll look it up. Gardini, I know we don't do it. I just read that. Bruin, crazy that Owl only gave up 3 picks for. I know, and that's insane. That's insane. I just looked up that one before. When you said he got traded, I looked that up. Only 3 picks. They must have wanted to get rid of him badly. I don't know why. It's like the Rangers giving up Kravtsov for nothing. Now, Kravtsov may turn into be a great player with Vancouver. With the Rangers, he was a bum. He was a baby, a bum, a whiner. I don't know the politics behind it. I don't know why they started it. Corner 3 by Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson at a corner 3 for the Nets. 55-36 Knicks, 7:35 left in the first half. Gardini, sports is the basement religion. That's right. That's right. When we're in here, that's what we do. Christopher, back in the basement. Christopher, what's going on, man? Good to catch a stream. I'm glad I could get on here. I was going to do the Rangers tonight. But the Knicks are on also, so we lucked out, man. I had basement technical difficulties, but I found a way. Knicks, Brunson, three-pointer. They are raining threes right now, the Knicks. Raining them, up by 22. The Knicks are 71% from three-point land, 12 of 17. 71%, the Knicks from three-point land. So good to have you in here, Chris. Don't forget to hit that like button. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button. Keep this basement rolling, aiming toward 5,000 subs. That's our next goal. Way back, footy is our, oh yeah. In Aussie, footy is your religion, definitely. Well, that's what Gardini's saying. In here, sports is the religion here in the basement. That's what it is. Gardini, RJ, Gleyber Torres, am I wrong? No. Nope, you're not. They're both very inconsistent players. They both have showed tremendous ability, RJ Barrett and Gleyber Torres, when I'm thinking it out loud. There's times you love these guys and say, oh, they've turned the corner. And then the next 3 games, you're like, what are they doing? So, yeah, that's actually a pretty good analogy there, RJ and Gleyber Torres. It's a good analogy. And by the way, with Gleyber, when everybody's waiting for him to hit all these home runs, to me, that was a fluke year. His history, Gleyber Torres has never hit home runs like that. So that was a fluke year. So when people are still looking for the home runs, yeah, he's back to what he normally is. He just had a crazy year that year. He doesn't normally hit home runs like that. But Gleyber's, he's not my favorite Yankee, but I don't dislike him either, if that makes sense. I just expected more out of him. RJ, he's got to find a way, man, or he's going to be off the Knicks. Brunson, turnaround jumper. Good, 62-40. Knicks, 6.5 left in the first half. Bulldog, Coyotes players aren't worth much, Bruin, right? Rick laughing at that too. Good. He was the best player on that team, one of the best defensemen in the league. That is true. It's true. It's just funny because you think of the Coyotes and it's just like, there's nothing good comes out of the Coyotes. Bulldog, Coyotes are garbage and they need to relocate. They should have relocated them instead of the Thrashers. Thrashers weren't getting the attendance, though. Neither the Coyotes. I don't know how that state keeps that thing going. I have no idea how they keep that thing going. What a block by Josh Hart. Good, clean block. I don't know how they're – there you go. That was a clean block. I thought they were calling that a foul for a minute, but they're not. Bulldog, I read that. Gardini, I was a Cavs fan early because the Knicks were bad. Oh, they were really bad. And Kyrie was electrifying the league. Sad to see his career play out that way because he always had a soft spot for me. I like Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has the best handles in the history of the game. He has the best handles in the history of the game. Great defenseman. Yeah, I'm a Kyrie fan. I just don't understand. 3 years together with KD, they only had 74. They didn't have a full season of games played together. And with Harden, all 3 of them only played 17 games, I think. 17, give or take. 3 years, KD, Kyrie, they didn't even play a full season of games. They played 74 games together. That's it in 3 years. Really sad. They could have really had something there. Rick, he obviously was the best Cavs player ever. LeBron? Yeah, no doubt. There's no doubt. It's not even close. They had some decent players over the course of time, but not like that. Nets missed the 3 again. Knicks get the ball back. Brunson bringing it up. Knicks are up by 25 points, and it's not even halftime yet. This Knicks team is on fire. Pure fire. They're going for 7 straight wins tonight. Christopher, was that game? Was that the game with the goalie goal? Which game? I missed something in the chat. Which game? Bulldog, the Hawks recently crushed the Cavs. Valix, another cellar dweller accounted for. Valix in the basement. What's going on, Valix? Good to see you in here, man. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. Bulldog, Christopher, that was against the Canucks. There you go, Christopher. Bulldog got you. Stefan, at the Super Bowl, I just wish that both teams could lose. Okay, it was a good Super Bowl in the end. Yeah, I went for the Chiefs. I was going for the Chiefs in that one, Stefan. I was going for the Chiefs in that. I'm going for the Chiefs all the way, and I think it's funny that Eagles fans blame the refs. Bradbury admitted he was holding for starters. Secondly, the referees did not make Jalen Hurts fumble away a touchdown, and they weren't on the Eagles' special teams when they let Kadarius Toney run all the way back to the 4-yard line, which resulted in a touchdown. Were the refs part of that? No. So they're funny that they blame the refs for these games. They didn't appreciate Bradbury admitting what he did. He held the guy, period. 68-44 Knicks, 4:45 left in the first half. Bulldog, Valix, welcome to the basement. Valix, I think you and Bulldog, I think you guys came in around the same time, right? Or I think Bulldog got in here a little bit ahead of you. I mean, overall, being live stream, you guys were pretty similar coming in around the same time. Brunson. That was a 2-pointer, I think. Yeah, it was. 70-45 Knicks. My gosh. What a beatdown. 25 points we're up by, but again, it doesn't mean the game's over. Grimes, the Knicks are just on fire. Grimes bringing it up. Grimes from the free throw line. Boom. And I mean jumper from the free throw. He wasn't doing foul shots. All right, way back. Thank you, man. Thanks for showing up, brother. You have a good day, man. Always appreciate your support, man. Man, I really fell way behind. Hold on a second. Bon, I shared a song in the Discord yesterday of Angry Anderson, the lead singer for Rose Tattoo, singing the AFL game in 91. Wow. I'll check that out for you, Bon. I'll check that out. Way back. Got to go back to work. I just read that. Was he in the Batmobile? Good one. Alex, Mavericks and Clippers don't look that good. Yeah, the Clippers are 0-3 since they got Russell Westbrook. That much I do know. Flex, AFL has a new game coming out next month, but the graphics don't look like the new gen graphics, which is kind of disappointing. Really, there's a game on what? Xbox, PlayStation? Slick, Katie is actually doing good with the Suns. I'm watching that game right now. Well, I would imagine he would be doing good. KD, the only knock on him is that he goes to teams that are already built. Like KD really could have, the way the Nets are, even without Kyrie, KD could have carried this team to a finals. Like the Nets still have a really good team. If KD was still on here, he could have made that team his own, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to run wherever he can get a ring quickly. I mean, he's not even part of a halfway building team. Like the team's already made. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. There's no doubt about that. But when people say KD's better than LeBron, they're really smoking something strong, really strong. KD is nowhere near LeBron. You want to tell me he's a better shooter than him? Fine, I'll take that. Leader? All-around player? No. Carry a team on his shoulders? No. It's not even in the same ballpark. Slick, KD, I read that. Stefan at Bond Rose Tattoo is rock for people who hate the mainstream soft rock from AC/DC. Woo! Took a shot at AC/DC with all these Aussies in here. Wow. Cam Johnson driving. Now, that was a good pickup from the Suns. Oh, he missed the layup. Nice move by Cam Johnson, but missed the layup for the Nets. Randall bringing it up for the Knicks. Let's go, Randall. Oh, kicked it out to Grimes, who didn't know he was passing it to him. Grimes started to move right as Randall passed it. It went out of bounds. They weren't on the same page on that one. Manav, Warriors are in 5th place in the West. Yeah, I know. Well, Steph's hurt. They've had some issues this year, Manav. Christopher, just saw the Bucks release. Yeah, Fournette's gone. I saw that too. He's gone. Leonard Fournette is off the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are going to be rebuilding now. But, hey, you got Tom Brady. You won a Super Bowl. I mean, now you got a couple of years down, not making deep in the playoffs. But you know what? You got your Super Bowl. Let the Jets get a quarterback that Brunson with the floater, and that's good. 76-49 Knicks up by 27 points. Wow, with 2:50 left in the first half. The Knicks are on fire. I don't like getting too excited before the second half starts in any NBA game, but this is a monster lead. Monster. Bad pass by Brunson, went off Randall's hands. Slick, really, Manav? I thought they were 9th. Bond, Brad, yep, Angry was in the Batmobile. It's a classic. Oh, Stephon Giants really. Oh, what, Galladay? Yeah, that guy's been done. That's not really a loss. That's been done. Yeah, like what a surprise. You nailed that one, Stephon. Bruin, glad the Coyotes had the self-awareness to not let Gerald waste away in Arizona. No joke. Turbo! OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Turbo's in the base. What's up, Turbo? What's happening, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Bond, Stephon, ACDC is not soft rock. I knew someone was going to answer that. I knew it. He's setting your Aussies up. He dropped that in a chat that has a lot of Aussies in here. That's like when Alberto came in talking about the Titans, not knowing that the whole live stream that day was like mainly Bills Mafia. And he was talking about how, and he was mocking the Buffalo Bills. He didn't know most of the live stream was Bills Mafia. He just saw me, a Jet fan, in there. So he just figured there was probably a lot of Jet fans in there. There wasn't, and he walked into that. So, Bon, yeah, Stephon, ACDC's not a soft rock. ACDC, old bass players playing bass for Rose Tattoo now. Definitely not mainstream. Uh-oh, Stephon, ACDC is for housewives, hairdressers, and people who sell insurance who want to rock one day in a year. Oh, man, this is going to be good. We're going to have some back and forth today over ACDC. I'm just reading them out loud. I'm not getting involved in the middle of that. I'm just reading them out loud. Like yesterday with Gunner and Trouba, two OG dwellers going at it over the hockey rules. It was fun. I love it. So Stephon says ACDC is for housewives, hairdressers, and people who sell insurance. Uh-oh. Stephon, nice boys, don't play rock and roll. Bulldog, sorry for the grammar mistake. I'm in the basement. Oh, you already retracted it, so I didn't see it, Bulldog. Good for you, though, brother. Hey, we all curse from time to time, even myself, but we drop it. Rock, my favorite cellar dweller, my honey, Rock, Mrs. Basement in the base. What's going on, honey? Good to see you in here. Bulldog, Rock, welcome to the basement. Brad, are you in the tip? JB got 26 at half. Is electric. Yeah, man. Gardini, the Knicks are crushing it right now. Crushing it. Cavs down by 2 versus the Celtics. Okay, yeah, the Celtics haven't been playing well lately, and Tatum getting ejected the other night. And now it's 2 games in a row for Tatum that he had less than 20 points. So, Featherstone, another cellar dweller, another Aussie accounted for. What's up, Featherstone? Bulldog, welcome you in. Mr. Marine, saying what's up to Featherstone. Flex, Parkway Drive will always be my favorite Aussie band. Parkway Drive, I got to write them down. I think I already have them down, Flex. I got to try them out as well. Bond, my new Mrs. Tigers supporter. She's not happy. I'm taking the Blues. We are going to Bombers versus Tigers Dreamtime game. Oh, boy. She's not happy. I'm taking the Blue. Oh, in the opening game, Carlton Blues and Tigers. You're talking about the opening game, March 16th. Okay. Bond, my Brad. Yeah, Bond, I've joined. Thanks. All right, good. Stephon, no. Poorly, we are calm and did not start a huge fight. Flex, everything looks soft compared to bands like Parkway Drive and Slaughter to Prevail, etc. Brad, thanks heaps, Bulldog. Featherstone, what the heck? Who's dissing ACDC? But Rose Tattoo, the best. That would be Stephon, Featherstone. Stephon is going back and forth with Bond right now. He said Stephon said that ACDC is for housewives, hairdressers, and people that sell insurance. So now you're caught up, Featherstone. I'm staying out of it. Just letting you know what was said. So now you're caught up. Slick, did you see after Tatum got ejected against the Knicks, he posted on Twitter, this is what I get for fouling LeBron. Yeah, you know what? And he said he couldn't believe he got ejected. All he told the ref was this was the best officiating game he's ever been a part of. Now, we know he was being sarcastic. Now, what I will say, because we were doing that game live here in the basement, the first one where Tatum, came down, dunked on the rim, and then swung from the rim for a second, I don't agree that was a technical foul. That shouldn't have been. When you come down and slam the basket that hard, your body's probably going to swing behind it anyway. So they took that as a taunting. I don't care. It's what, he hurt somebody's feelings? It's a great dunk. Who cares that he swung? That should have never been a technical foul to begin with. So, but yeah, Tatum had 2 bad games, and he got really upset because Josh Hart, when Tatum had the ball, And he's bouncing it. He's looking up here, and Josh Hart came up and just took it. Just came up from behind him and just took the ball. Just took it. Like, that's embarrassing for a professional basketball player to have someone just not steal it like they'd reached in and found a way to take it. They just took it. Just literally took it out of his hands. Granted, he didn't see it coming, but it's just a fact. But yeah, Slick, I saw that. It's just, come on. Now, there's a foul right there on RJ. Did they call it? Not sure. 79-54 Knicks. Minutes 5 left in the first half. The Nets just missed a layup. Brunson bringing it back up. Under a minute left in the first half. That is, oh, late alley-oop. Where's the foul? Not a good alley by Brunson. Not a good alley-oop there to Randall from Brunson. He let him a little too much. But it looked like Randall got fouled on the way down. Looked like he got fouled on the way down. Quickly ready to come in. 79-54. Knicks were up by 25 points with 57 seconds left in the first half. Let's see. Slick. Bruin, Philip running, got traded to Vancouver for a first and second round pick. Kind of weird trade, but I like what the Red Wings are doing. Red Wings are up and coming again, man. They're playing really good hockey right now. Vancouver, by the way, like I said, we hated Vitaly Kravtsov over here. I thought he was a whiny baby. But with a new team, he might turn out to be a superstar on Vancouver. We don't know. So Vancouver's trying to build up a little bit of a squad here. The Knicks missed another one. 35 seconds. Nets bringing the ball up. Nets bring it up. Cam Johnson driving the lane, kicking it back out to Dinwiddie. Missed the three-pointer by the Nets. Slow it down, Knicks. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 21 seconds on the game. Slow it down. There you go, Brunson. Slow it down. Let's get a shot off here. Let's go. And he gets the floater. Brunson, 6 seconds left. Knicks up 81-54. Wow. O'Neal hit a three. I think that counted. He did. O'Neal hit the three right before the half. It's 81-57 Knicks. 81-57 Knicks. Here we go. Stefan, what do you got now for us? Parkway Drive is kitty metal. Down Under had Mortal Sin and Trench Hell. Bullish Barry, welcome back into the basement. Bullish Barry, man, hit that like button on the way in. Appreciate your support. Thanks for showing up here, Bullish Barry. Good to see your name. Good to see your name in here, brother. Cheers up to you as well, my man. Featherstone, I've ensnared an AC/DC cover band for my birthday party. Have you really? Good for you. That's awesome. Bulldog, AC/DC is one of the best rock and roll bands of all time. Stefan, AC/DC Live is basically nothing better than a Patriots game where Tom wears ugly boots from Australia and deflates balls. Flex, Parkway isn't that heavy compared to a lot of the music I listen to, and their newest stuff isn't as good as their old stuff, but I'll always love them. There we go. Thunder Dan, and for everybody that doesn't know who Thunder Dan is, it's Bills King Mafia, known as Thunder Dan now. He's an OG cellar dweller, and he's in the basement and accounted for. Thunder Dan, good to see you in here, brother. Bruin, everybody else, Thunder Dan is Bills King Mafia. He's just known as Thunder Dan now. OG dweller in the basement. What's going on, Thunder Dan, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Flex, Will Ramos from Iona Shore has been killing it recently. Bruin, Dan. Yeah, man, Dan's around. This is great. Bulldog, AC/DC is electric live. Mr. Marine, favorite bands of all time. Motorhead, boom, that's a home run right there. Motorhead, Lemmy, Legends, Motorhead. I'm going to be doing some Motorhead on the Basement Squad Reacts as well, Mr. Marine. Good start with Motorhead. Was my first concert for me, 1980, New York City, when I was 13. Paid $3 for them. I'm still deaf forever. Can you imagine that, Mr. Marine? You paid $3. $3 for those tickets, right? Imagine what they'd be now. Bruin, Stefan, bringing the heat. He is bringing the heat, Bruin. Like I said, like yesterday when we had Gunnar and Truba going back and forth over hockey rules. Two OG dwellers going at it. Loved it. And usually it's Gardini in the middle of that stuff, and he wasn't even here yesterday. Nikos, another cellar dweller accounted for. Nikos in the basement. Greetings, crew. Hope you're all having a good day. Sad about the terrible train accident in Greece. Trying to get my mind on the Knicks and the Rangers. Oh, man, Nikos. Yeah, that's I don't know all the details of that accident, but I heard about it, man. It's really, really, really sad. Really sad. Really sad, man. Yeah. I know life happens, man. That's why I always say in here, we just try to keep sports, try to keep coming in, doing the live streams, doing the games. That's what sports is about, to get our minds off real life, get our minds off the world for a little while and have a good time in here, man. And there's just so much going on out there right now. It's some sad stuff going on in the world right now. And that's one of them right there, Nikos. Slick, sorry, guys, I got to go. I'll see you all later. And prayers up for Mr. Marine. Good night. All right, Slick, we'll be back on tomorrow night. And always, we got prayers up for Mr. Marine all night. Absolutely. Nikos, hope you guys are having an awesome day, man. Oh, we are, man. I hope you are as well, brother. Hope you are as well. I always appreciate the support, Nikos. Flex, last concert I went to was Disturbed, Kiss, Mr. Big, and Extreme. Wow, that's a diverse group of bands there, man. Mr. Big, they still do concerts, and Extreme. Did Sharon, did he go back to Extreme? I know he had that little stint with Van Halen, which was forgettable at best. It was forgettable. When he took over as frontman for Van Halen, that was forgettable. He was better with Extreme. I don't think he worked well with Van Halen. Featherstone, LOL Marine. I went to a Rose Tattoo gig in 83 and had to take 3 days off work because I couldn't hear anything. I was the receptionist. Oh, wow. That's interesting job to have when you're coming from a concert. Loud one at that. Bond, check out AC/DC. Let There Be Rock live in Paris. Let's see how you feel about them. Thunder Dan, what's up? Bruin, Nikos, what's up? Bulldog, catch up on these. Stefan finally agrees with a band, Motorhead. I was about to say, Stefan, you cannot trash Lemmy and Motorhead. No way. That's real deal, man. That's real deal, Motorhead. Those are legends, man. Stefan, I just read that. Thunder Dan, are you watching the Rangers game too? Not at the moment, Dan. Not at the moment. I'll be doing it tomorrow night. Had a lot of issues with that. I don't want to get into it, man. I got on here late. Thankfully, the Knicks were playing. The Nets as well at the same time, which I don't understand why they do that. They had the Jets and Giants on at the same time, but I think that's because they expected both teams to be really bad this year, so they scheduled it that way. The 1 o'clock, get it out of the way game for the NFL, get the 1 o'clock bad teams out of the way, but that's not what happened there. So no, I'm not. I don't have the Rangers game up right now, but Bulldog is our Ranger informant. He's informing us what's going on there. Stefan, Motorhead, yep. Bon, Ace of Spades, yep. Overkill, these are great songs, man. I mean, come on. America, good stuff by Motorhead. Stefan, Black Sabbath, better than Motorhead. It's a decent argument there. Bulldog, Metallica's like the ultimate. Metallica's the ultimate. Gabriel, welcome into the basement, Gabriel. Please subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. And what do you got for us today, Gabriel? Appreciate you popping in. Greetings from Western Australia, mate. I wish these doofus Nets would play Ben. Start him for 5 games. Without him, they ain't winning jack. Wow, yeah, Ben Simmons supporter. Sure, you got Patty Mills on there too, by the way. Patty Mills from Australia as well. Yeah, well, Gabriel, I hear you, brother. I hear you. We're going for we're all Knicks up in here, man. But I hear you on that, brother. I hear you, man. Ben Simmons, man, what a story he is, man. From the Sixers to the Nets. I don't know what's going on with him, man. I don't know what's going on with him, Gabriel. Stefan, maybe Metallica until 1988. 1988, that would have been the And Justice for All album. That was a great album. 1988, that was before they changed over and had the Black album with Enter Sandman and a lot of radio stuff on there. And then they had what after that? Fuel. Songs like Fuel, and that wasn't on the Black album, though. You know what I'm talking about, though. Until It Sleeps, King Nothing, those kind of songs. 88 was Metallica's last Metallica album as we knew them before. That was Injustice for All. That came out then. Bulldog, why 1988? I pretty much explained why I think they're Bulldog. I went to see the Rolling Stones. Saint Anger, for instance, was Metallica's worst album, like by far. Like that was an awful album, Saint Anger. Load and Reload. That's what I was thinking of. The albums Load and Reload. Those are the ones. They weren't very good either. So that was a different Metallica. 1988, Bulldog, is really where Metallica changed to a different kind of band. I didn't dislike everything, but they weren't Metallica 88 and previous years. So I know what he's saying there. Featherstone. I mean, Mr. Marine, Featherstone, did you fix the books as a receptionist? Bulldog, I want to see the Rolling Stones at 20. The Rolling Stones will be alive 100 years after I'm gone. It seems like they're just alive forever. Like they did everything under the sun and they're still out playing. Like it's amazing. They must have the greatest immune systems like ever. Stefan, Cliff died. Oh, Cliff Burton, yeah, and Metallica made soft rock. Well, down the road they did, but not immediately, right? Cliff died. Well, you had Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. That's when Newsted came in. Newsted, by the way, what a weird career move. I'm going to leave Metallica and do solo projects. Like, how'd that work out for you, Newsted? How'd that work out for you? You leave Metallica for like weird. It's like Jackie the Joke Man leaving the Howard Stern show. Like, what did he do after that? Like, why would you leave the greatest show on earth? Like, why would you do that? It's weird. Anyway, read that. Bulldog 1 is a great song. That's off the Justice for album as well. 1 is a great song, but there's a lot better ones on that same album. Stefan, yes, for the MTV audience. The minute I saw him say 1 is a great song, Stefan, I knew you were going to come back with something because it's a mainstream song. 1, though it does rock out at the end. They made it a mainstream song. The actual album title, And Justice for All, that song, And Justice for All, was great. That was a classic song off that album. Still 1-1. Thanks, Bulldog. Appreciate that update. I'm catching up on a couple of these and doing a couple-minute break before we get on. Hardwired was that actually was a good album. They saved themselves with Hardwired. They did save themselves with that one because Saint Anger was tremendously. I don't even think Saint Anger, that album, I don't even think it had one guitar solo on it. I don't even think it had one. It's almost like they had to meet a contract and just slap something together and put it out. Bond, Cliff Burton, number 1. Oh, man, bassist. Cliff Burton, what a tragedy. What a tragedy. Brad, West Coast will have a good year, I think, Gabriel. West Coast Eagles. Featherstone, I'm seeing Bonham. Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son in April. Nice. I remember he was in that band with Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony from Van Halen. And was it Joe Satriani on guitar, I think? I forget what they called themselves. But Jason Bonham was on drums, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, and Joe Satriani was the band, and I forget what they called themselves. So they were pretty good. Bulldog, AC/DC better than Metallica? I'm going to disagree with you there 100%. I love AC/DC, but they're not better than Metallica. Featherstone, you are forgetting Lulu. Uh-oh. Gardini, Johnny Basement Squad. I got to stay safe, boys. Good luck, Mr. Marine. We'll see you tomorrow, Gardini. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Gardini, man, and you missed a good OG debate yesterday between Gunner and Truba. We're used to you being in the middle of debates, man. You weren't even here. We'll see you tomorrow, Gardini. Stefan, I should be out all weekend. Stefan, I even have good memories of record totally sucked, but I remember that year in summer. Great times. Oh, you had great memories during the time of Saint Anger. Saint Anger was one of the worst, pathetic, disgraceful albums that Metallica could have ever put out. Anything Load and Reload are like platinum albums compared to that. Like they are like superstar albums compared to Saint Anger. And it's really bad. Flex, Saints versus Bombers, Swans versus Blues, Eagles versus Crows tomorrow. Oh, all the preseason. Brad can't wait. Flex, Saturday's Giants. Okay. Bulldog. I don't mean to skip over you guys. I'm reading them as I'm going. Bulldog, Valina, don't remind me about Lulu. Mr. Marine, Lulu was on Lou Reed album mostly. Lou Reed. Wow, there's a name, Mr. Marine. There's a name. Hey, Mr. Marine, what time is your surgery tomorrow? What time is your surgery, man? I know we're not going to see you in the stream tomorrow night. I'll be on all weekend. I'm doing the Knicks on Friday night. I know there's another game Saturday. So what time is your bypass tomorrow, Mr. Marine? We're going to keep you in our minds and prayers, man. Bulldog, 2-1 fly. Come on, 2-1 Flyers. Come on. The Rangers are only playing with 5 defensemen tonight. I know that. They're playing with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen. I know that. They played with 4 the other night when we won 5-2. It's unacceptable, is right. The Flyers are trash. Featherstone, Jason Newsted is the nicest guy. I've hung out with him a few times. James pretty much forced Jason's hand to leave. Yeah, it's weird because when you're in a band like that, I know Metallica was never big on anybody breaking away from the band and doing solo projects or teaming up with other bands. I know it was a real sticky situation there. So, Chicken foot. That's what it was. Thank you. Chicken foot. That's what it was. Thank you. Guys, I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Third quarter's about to start. I'll be right back. Okay, third quarter just underway, 84-57. Knicks, 84-57 Knicks. Randall bring it up the lane right now. Randall fired away, missed, went off the front of the rim. Cam Johnson bringing it back for the Nets, lays it in for 2. 84-59 Knicks. 25-point lead. So, Bon, yeah, we left off with chicken foot. Gabriel says AC/DC eats Metallica for breakfast. On mainstream radio songs, yes. And I don't even hate AC/DC. I love AC/DC. I love them 100%. I don't even think they're the same. They're not even, the bands them together aren't even comparable. Metallica was pure thrash metal when they came out. AC/DC's never been that. I think they're just 2 different style bands altogether. Now, if you want to compare Megadeth with Metallica, something like that, Megadeth, to me, could play Metallica's entire catalog. Entire catalog. But Mustaine, as a frontman, I don't think is as good as Hetfield has the better voice than Mustaine has. But when it comes to talent-wise, Megadeth can play their Metallica's entire catalog. I don't think it would be the reverse. Bon, it's Chickenfoot. I'm a massive Satriani fan. Yeah, I forgot their name, Chickenfoot, but I remember that the band, I remember everybody that played in the band. I just couldn't remember the name, so thank you for that. Featherstone, I bought Lulu for my collection. It's still sealed. Oh, my gosh. 6 a.m., Mr. Marine. All right. That's our time. We're on the same coast. Claxton got fouled and won. See, now it's 85-61. It's still a monster lead, but you guys know what I'm saying. All right, 6 a.m. You're in our Mr. Marine. I'm going to be thinking about you. I'll be on tomorrow night. I know you won't be able to be on with us, but this weekend I'll be on most days over the weekend, so I'll be looking forward and looking for your name to hear everything went well, which we know it's going to go fine. I would be a little nervous also, so that's normal. But you've been through so much in your life. You know how to prepare for this. This is not, you got this. You got this. Bulldog, throw it away, Featherstone. Stefan, my mother goes to AC/DC shows while she usually listens to Michael Bolton. Michael Booble? Are you talking about, I don't know who that is unless you're talking about Michael Bolton, which would be just as funny. Bulldog, he freaking left the band. Barrett, fouled. He was fouled. Barrett was fouled. Not for shots, though. Not for shots. They're just inbounding. They're not in the bonus yet. Welcome back, Johnny. Thanks, Bulldog. Bulldog, by the way, man, who's starting in net for the Rangers tonight? Is it Igor or is it Halak? Who's starting tonight, Bulldog? I'm not even pulling the Rangers up because I'll be paying it. I don't like doing both games, and I'd have to pull it up on the internet, and I can't even get that right now, so I'm not even going to look at it. Who's playing in net, though? Bulldog, welcome back. Bulldog, AFL 23. Yep, March 16th. It's here. Featherstone. James didn't mind singing on Glenn Danzig's album in the same time period, though. Right. Not all the rules apply for him, but he makes the rules for everybody else. Metallica, to me, is so close to being as dysfunctional as Van Halen was. They're like always on the edge of being as, look at Van Halen right now cannot even get a freaking tribute for Eddie from their own band members. David Lee and Sammy, they hate each other, right? Alex Van Halen, and no one can get on the same page with this stuff. They can't even do like a tribute with the original band members. They can't get it together. Like, I always feel that Metallica is always this close. Like Hetfield and Lars are always this close to, like, that band ever breaks up, they'll never get back together. Never. And the most dysfunctional band I can think of is Van Halen. Who's more dysfunctional than Van Halen over the years? Who's more dysfunctional than that? I'm sure there's some bands that might be in the conversation, but I don't know if anybody's been more dysfunctional than them. Mitchell Robinson just put the Knicks up 86-65 with his free throw shot, and we're rolling along. You're up by 21 points with 9:45 left in the third quarter. Now, 25-point leads can be blown pretty fast. So again, I'm happy, but I'm not marking this as a win yet. Bulldog, Metallica's better than Megadeth. Metallica's better than Megadeth. I'm just saying, talent-wise, Megadeth could play Metallica's entire catalog. But Metallica's better than Megadeth. I agree. I'm a Megadeth fan. I'm a big Megadeth fan. Oh, good follow-up by Robinson, man. Barrett ball went off the backboard, off the rim. Mitchell brings it down to ensure the points go in. Still up by 21, 88-67 Knicks. 9 minutes even left in the third quarter. Maybe Smith for three for the Nets. 88-70. Now we're down to 18. Remember, we were up as much as 27 points. Now, I know it's still Igor's in net. Igor's been shaky, man. Igor has been shaky this season, man. Randall with a great drive, and I think he got one after that. Did he get the foul? He did get the foul. 90-70 Knicks. Randall gets the bucket and one. Cam Johnson wide open for three, misses it. Brunson with the rebound, kicks it up to Randall. Randall going for three. Airmailed it. Oh, he airmailed it. Dinwiddie pulling it up right now. Oh, Robinson just missed blocking that. Dinwiddie gets it in. Robinson. Oh, he just missed the block. Anyway, Brunson bringing it up. Brunson double teamed right off the bat. The Nets are putting the clamps on right now, defense. RJ at the top of the key. I don't know if RJ's going to push a shot here beyond the arc or not. Let's see. Randall throws it up. Robinson missed it, gets it back, brings it down. Randall with his own rebound, second chance points. Let's go. Let's go. Knicks up by 20. 7:20 left in the third quarter. Good block by Robinson. Is that a foul? Finney Smith went up. That was a good block. Is that gold? They called that goaltending. That was a good block. Now, Robinson has 4 consecutive games of double-doubles, man, since he's come back. 4 consecutive games, double-doubles, man. He is playing really, really well. Featherstone, Metallica dropped a new song about 0 hours ago. I like it, not as much as Looks Turner, though. Can't be sleeping on teams now. No, you can't. You can't. Grimes just hit another three-pointer. He's 5 of 6 from three-point land, and that killer shooter. Grimes tonight has 17 points, 6 of 7 from 3. Grimes is the guy that's evolving right in front of our eyes. He may be that sniper the Knicks are looking for that they say they needed for Brunson. Grimes just may be that guy. Randall just got blocked by Claxton. Randall went up with a floater, real lazy for Randall. It's a real lazy move by Randall. Usually he's way more aggressive than that, and Claxton had an easy block. Easy block. Knicks up by 21, 6 minutes left. Timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. Can't be sleeping on teams now. No, Bruin, you can't. Can't be sleeping on any team. Can't even be sleeping on big leads. Like the Knicks have a big lead right now. We've constantly been up anywhere from 18 points up as high as 27. Now there's 6 minutes left in the third. We're up by 21. I'm not comfortable. I love the lead, trust and believe, but I'm not comfortable with it. I can still see the Knicks being up by 5 points with 2 minutes left in the game. You know what I mean? We've seen too many of these, and not just from the Knicks, in NBA in general. Again, the Mavericks on Sunday blew a 27-point lead to the Lakers, and the Mavericks have a better team than the Knicks. It can happen to anybody. It's just there's a no defense allowed in sports anymore, and that's why big leads like this get knocked down so easily. Back in the old days, if you had a 25-point lead, you were winning that game more times than not. Nowadays, blowing a 20, 25-point lead is not like that unheard of. It happens multiple times on the same day in multiple games. Bruin, I just read that 10 hours ago. Oh, 0 hours ago. I know what you're making up for. 72 Seasons coming out in April. 72. Oh, that's Metallica's new album. Yeah. Bulldog, Johnny, will you go see Metallica at MetLife Stadium in August? Maybe. I might. Bulldog, Rangers down 2-1 at the end of the second period. Pathetic. Down 2-1 at the end of the second period, man. That's pathetic. That's embarrassing. Watching them drop one to a bum team like the Flyers, man. I don't care. The Rangers have 5 defensemen going tonight and 11 forwards. And even though that's a strain to have 5, the other night we had against the Kings, we only had 4 defensemen. Ryan Lindgren's out. Keandre Miller's out. So we're going with 5 tonight. The other night they had to leave Schneider on the bench because they didn't know what they were going to do with him to make all those salary cap moves and gymnastics, the somersaults that Chris Drury had to do. Andrew Bogut. Oh, my gosh. And Ben Simmons. There's Ben Simmons. He's on the bench. Hurt again. Where are we at? Featherstone, I got 7 gigs to go to in 6 weeks. Wow. Yeah. That's awesome. I went to a ton of concerts when I was younger. Now I just see as the time goes on. Grimes for 3. Hits it. 7 of 8 from three-point land for Quentin Grimes. Watch out for this kid. We may have our sniper, and he's a great on defense as well, Grimes. Josh Hart has been a tremendous pickup for us, and Grimes has lost some minutes to Hart. But overall, this kid Grimes is going crazy. Good block by Hartenstein. Good block. Knicks up by 24 points right now. RJ Barrett driving the lane. Gets fouled on the layup. Going to the line for 2. Knicks are on fire. Going for 7 straight games tonight, guys. Going for 7 straight. Jericho, since Robinson's been back, Jericho Sims hasn't gotten too many minutes at all, and Hartenstein backing him up. RJ misses the first free throw. Come on, Barrett. Come on, man. We got a 25-point lead, and the Knicks are 5 of 10 from the free-point line. We're 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Can you believe that? And we're winning by this much. We're killing it on the three-pointers, but having problems hitting free throws. Can't make this stuff up. And if we're going to, I'll take it because three-pointers, man, that's obviously more points than free throws. Oh, he just lost his footing on the. No good. Rebound, Hartenstein. Randall bringing it up. Man, Featherstone, you're going to a lot of concerts. That's awesome. What a move by Grimes. Oh, he dumped it off to Hartenstein, got picked off. Nets bringing it back up. Cam Johnson for 3, corner 3, and hits it. 101-79 Knicks. 4.5 left in the third quarter. Featherstone, yeah, me too, Johnny, but not as easy to do when you're an oldie, I know. Get exhausted just looking at my diary. Oh, 2 of those gigs are rose tattoos. People have been recommending rose tattoo also. I gotta check out a couple of their songs on Basement Squad. So we'll do that also. That's crazy. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Keep this basement rolling toward 5,000 subs. That's the next goal, 5,000 subs. We're more than halfway to 2,000. We're almost at 2,000. We're over 1,500 now, so we're getting close to 2,000. 5,000 is the next short-term goal. I know, Featherstone. Trust and believe. I'm in my 50s, so I going to these concerts. It can get crazy. It can definitely get crazy, but it's so much fun to go to. So much fun. I almost went to Motley Crue this year. They came nearby. I couldn't make it. I almost went, but I heard the older they're getting, they're not as good live as they used to be. But they're still one of my favorite bands growing up. And I do not compare them to Megadeth or Metallica. It's a different style band. But when Motley Crue first came out, Too Fast for Love album. Shout at the Devil. Looks at that Motley Crue is amazing. They were really, really good band. But anyway, I went to like every Rush concert growing up. Rush, I went to all their concerts. You want to talk about Grimes underneath, kicks out to Brunson quickly, defense came up. He was going to do, just bad pass quickly, bad pass. You want to talk about masters of instruments? Go see a Rush concert. Well, now Neil Peart, God rest his soul. Neil Peart, arguably the greatest drummer of all time. Arguably, I know people argue on him. I get it. I'm not going to debate it. I'm just saying, Neil Peart, one of the greatest drummers of all time. Geddy Lee, the greatest bassist of all time. Alex Lifeson, one of the most underrated guitarists of all time. Go see a Rush concert live, because when Rush first came out and they were playing late 70s, early 80s, a lot of people didn't know there was only 3 guys in that band. They sound like a full-blown orchestra on some of their instrumentals. Geddy Lee does double neck bass, keyboards, and the foot pedals. Alex Lifeson can do the double neck guitar and the foot pedals, and Neil Peart was just a master back there. 3 guys that sounded like a full-blown orchestra. Rush concerts were never one I wanted to miss. I went to all the concerts up until the early 90s. From like early 80s, around the Permanent Waves album, around there, 1980, 81, Moving Pictures, all the way through Counterparts in 94. I went to all those concerts. They were amazing. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible band. And these musicians are master. That's why they call them the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity of musicians, man, because they're just masters. Masters. And there's not too many bands that are a bass-driven band like Rush was. It was a bass-driven band with Geddy. Like Primus, Les Claypool, another legendary bassist. They're a bass-driven band, Primus. Randall with was that a clean block? Randall went way up and it got blocked. Oh, he went up to bring that down. He got blocked. Man. Featherstone swam for a couple more months. The Big 60 is in September. Big 6-0. Wow. Well, we'll be right here. That's when football season comes back for us. We'll be right here for you, Featherstone. Quickly, corner 3. Missed it. Knicks up by 20 points, 103-83, with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. That's a lot of threes in one sentence. Kel Bridges lays it in for 2 and gets the 1. Foul on Randall. Foul on Randall. Bulldog. Featherstone read that. Bulldog, my favorite Rush song is YYZ. YYZ is a great instrumental. It's the most popular instrumental, Bulldog, and it is a great instrumental. It's also very mainstream. You want to hear a great instrumental? La Via Strangiato. That's a classic instrumental. La Via Strangiato. Play that one by Rush. And try to remember that there's 3 guys in the band. Brunson with the lay-in. No foul on that. Double team. Brunson made it. Leave That Thing Alone. Another. That's off Counterparts. Another incredible instrumental by Rush. Leave That Thing Alone. Play that one. YYZ is mainstream. It's very, 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 very good instrumental. It is. It's probably their most popular. It's not even if it is. It is their most popular instrumental. But there's better ones is what I'm saying. Hartenstein missed the layup. I think he got blocked. 105-86 Knicks, 2:20 left in the third quarter. Missed it. Good. Missed the 3. Grab that rebound, Brunson. Good. Knicks bringing it up. Bulldog, did you see them during the Bulldog, the Fly By Night album? I think I was 3 years old. Bulldog, the Fly By Night album was Rush's second album. It's their second album, and it was their first album with Neil Peart. John Rutsey was their original drummer, and that was on the original album Rush, where the amazing song Working Man came off of. So Rush's first album had a different drummer. It was John Rutsey. Neil Peart came in on their second album, Fly By Night, which is arguably one of the top. That's a top 5 album by Rush, period. It's not even arguable. It's a top 5 album by Rush. The worst song on there is Rivendell. It's the last song on the album. It's horrible. The rest of the album is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now that's a great album right there, Bulldog, but I was about 3 years old when that album came out. So no, I wasn't at that concert. Neil Peart's first album with the band, though. So did he? You got something there. Featherstone, my birthday is grand final day. Wow, pies better be there. Right? Wow. That's around the time that the New York Jets, my New York Jets, better start their freaking Super Bowl campaign. They better have a real quarterback by then. Bon, I also shared a song in the Discord yesterday, Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs, Johnny. Turn the song up to 11, but be careful you don't blow your house off the base. I'll check it out, Bon. I'm going to look at the Discord again tomorrow, man. I'll check it out. Bon, Discovery is my favorite Rush song. That's a great song. Great song. That's your favorite one. There's so many ones. I can't name my favorite Rush song. I have so many, man. Natural Science. Natural Science is an amazing song by Rush. Now, I always say now this is growing up in an album era. For all the younger people in here that don't know, there's A-side and B-side. I say Rush has a lot of B-side songs that never saw the radio that are better than a lot of mainstream songs that did. The B-side of 2112 has some of the greatest songs by Rush, and everybody just listens to 2112. They don't listen to the second half. That Passage to Bangkok. Something for Nothing. Something for Nothing by Rush. Listen to that song. That's another great song. Moving Pictures. Everybody knows about Tom Sawyer and YYZ and Red Barchetta. Limelight. B-side. Passage to Bangkok's on the B-side of Moving Pictures, not 2112. I take that back. Passage. No, it is on 2112. Camera Eye is on Moving Pictures. First song on B-side, Camera Eye, not a mainstream Rush song. Twilight Zone, not a mainstream Rush song. Another great one. Vital Signs. Another great Rush song you'll never hear on the radio. That's B-side of Moving Pictures. But they didn't ever play B-side. It was always Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ, Limelight. That's what you heard. I love all those songs, but I've heard them all forever. You know what I mean? So don't get me started on Rush, by the way. That was one of my favorite bands growing up. Read that. Bulldog, Working Man is a great song with John Rutsey. Yep. Oh, yeah. Working Man's amazing. The first Rush album was decent. It was a decent album. Featherstone, I went to a guitar gig in the early 80s. Some dude just walked out and supported his own act. No one had ever heard of him or expected support. Played his ass off. Sounded like 3 people. His name was Steve Morse. Oh, wow. Yeah, when you can sound like you are a part of a monster, like there's no way you're playing by yourself. It sounds like you're some part of some monster orchestra, things like that. That's what Rush was. You would never imagine that Geddy Lee's playing 3 different things at the same time. Randall for the 3. Missed it. Wide open, too. Wide open 3, and he missed it. 105-87. Knicks right now, minute 25 left in the third quarter. Billy Thorpe equals legend. I mean, that is no doubt. No doubt, Featherstone, no doubt. Bulldog, Red Barchetta. It's a great Rush song. I've just heard it a bunch of times, but it's an awesome song. Mr. Marine, night from New York City, everyone. Sleeping pill I took at 9 p.m. is setting in. I'll see you all in the near future. Keep Basement alive. Let Johnny have best channel on YouTube. Sports, music, comedy. Keep us alive. Mr. Marine, please, man, we are all with you. We're all praying for you. Successful bypass surgery tomorrow, Mr. Marine, tomorrow morning. Successful bypass surgery. We're all with you in spirit. We are all with you in spirit, Mr. Marine. You mean a lot to this channel. You mean a lot to this channel. You're an OG original. One of the guys that was here in the very beginning. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the support of this channel so much. And I appreciate you being active in the live stream and when I uploaded videos, too. We're with you, Mr. Marine. This bypass surgery is nothing. You're a former Marine. You're the toughest dude on the planet. Everything you've been through, you got this. You're in our prayers. We'll see you on the next live stream. We can't wait to see your name in here after your successful surgery. I'll be on all weekend. I'll be looking for your name throughout the week. I know you won't be here tomorrow, but you're going to be back here. You're going to be back here after that successful surgery, Mr. Marine. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've ever done. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being a part of this channel, Mr. Marine. You mean a lot to all of us. You mean a lot to all of us. You got this. You're a Marine. You got this. Bulldog, God bless you, Mr. Marine. Yep. Bruin, good night, Mr. Marine. Featherstone, stay well, Mr. Marine. Yep. We're all thinking about you. We are all thinking about you. And that's the most important thing tomorrow is you. 106-87 Knicks, under a minute left in the third quarter. Nets just missed a layup. Josh Hart with the rebound. By the way, Josh Hart's a two-guard, and he does a lot of rebounds. He grabs a lot of boards. He can play small forward, but he is originally a two-guard. Quickly, I think it was just fouled. I think he was just fouled. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Keep this basement rolling toward 5,000 subs. Bond, Mr. Marine, we are with you, brother. Yep, we are. 100%. 100%. That's real life right there. That's what I mean. When we come in the basement here, we do live streams, we watch games, do sports. Sports is what takes our minds off everything, even for a little bit of time. And that's what this is for. That's why I never allow politics and controversial topics or things that are going on in the world that are controversial. That's why it's not allowed in here. It's not allowed. Sports only in here. That's it. Because the debates that go on in here is sports debates. That's it. Because we want it to be fun. We want to get away from life for a while and be here watching sports and live streaming. That's what sports is all about, to get our minds on other things. And that's why when we have sports debates in here or music debates, anything along those lines, quickly, come on. Yes, he got it. Nice floater in there. 108-87 Knicks. We are maintaining a great lead. Still up by 21. Stolen by Josh Hart. Beautiful. Trying to get some more points. So the Knicks scored it quickly. Nets bringing it up. Josh Hart steals the ball, dumps it to Randall. Randall lays it in. Knicks up by 23 points going into the fourth quarter. 110-87 Knicks. Manav, eating my dinner now, Johnny. Have a good evening, Johnny, and other dwellers. Good night, dwellers and Johnny. Good night, Manav. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, brother. Thank you for always supporting the channel, Manav. Bond, Mr. Marine, we are with you, okay, brother? Yep, 100%. Bulldog, have a good night, Manav. Bulldog Sports and Music Talk. Yep. Yeah, I love doing that. Like, the debates are always respectable in here. No one curses each other out. See that? This is the way it's supposed to be. Like I said, I see other live streams, and these guys are F-bombing each other, cursing each other out. The guy hosting the live streams yelling at people. Like, I don't want any of that in here. And I curse just as much as everybody else. I'm not going to sit and say I never curse. It's not true. Trust and believe. Off of this, I got a pretty foul mouth. I try not to, but I do. But on here, I just don't want it like that. And I appreciate everybody respecting that. And that's what makes the channel great. It's a sports channel. So that's what we do. Good night, Manav. Read that. Bulldog Sports and Music Talk. Yep, read that. Featherstone, hey, Johnny, do you like Thin Lizzy? I do like Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy was a great band. They were a great band. Way beyond The Boys Are Back in Town, which is like, you would think that was the only Thin Lizzy song, because that's all the radio played, mainly, was The Boys Are Back in Town. Like, they are way beyond that. Good band. I like them. Bulldog, do you like Nirvana? Yeah, I like Nirvana like everybody else did, man. They were a great. You know what band I didn't like? Bulldog, I was not a Pearl Jam fan. I never considered Pearl Jam grunge. They just weren't grunge to me like Alice in Chains and Nirvana and Soundgarden and STP, Stone Temple Pilots. Those are more grunge bands than Pearl Jam. I know, I was never a Pearl Jam. I just couldn't get into Pearl Jam. I never considered them a grunge band, even though they are a grunge band. But I don't know. I just never got into Pearl Jam. That was one band from that era, and the Seattle movement and all that stuff. That was one band from there I didn't really care. Alice in Chains I thought was way better than Pearl Jam. That was my opinion, but I thought Alice in Chains was way better than them. Stone Temple Pilots I thought was way better than Pearl Jam. But people laugh at me when I say it because Pearl Jam is more popular than all of those bands. I just didn't think they were better than them. Featherstone, my mate has a Killer Thin Lizzy tribute band. I'll send you a vid. I took a Boys Are Back in Town. They're really, please do. Please do. Please do. Raphael's back in the basement. Just letting you know not to support Collingwood. Yep, you tell me that all the time, Raphael. I don't know what would happen if I support Collingwood. You never know. You never know. I'm not a fan of Pearl Jam. Neither am I, Bulldog. Bruin, love Nirvana. Bulldog, do you like the Grateful Dead? No. I never got into the Grateful Dead. Never got into them. Just not my style. ZZ Top, like them. ZZ Top was a great band. Like them, but Grateful Dead, never got into them. Just never got into that movement. Bond, Johnny, I lost my eldest son to suicide. Oh, no. I already am my heart already goes out to you, Bond, and I didn't even finish everything that you're saying here. 2 years ago, he was 26. It's hard to get through every day, and I'm thankful for your channel, having people to talk to and take my mind off things. Bond, man, my heart goes out to you, man. Thankfully, I've never lost a child. I lost a brother, but I never lost a child, man. Man, I'm sorry. I'm glad we can. That's what I mean, Bond, when I say sports is here to take everything away. It's something to look for. I look forward to coming on here. And like I said not yesterday, 2 days ago, when I post something that I'm going to be on, I get really upset when I can't get on. If I get held up at work, which I have a trucking job. So driving, you can never guarantee what time I'm going to be done at work. But I generally know my days. And I know, like I always tell you guys, Monday and Tuesday is my hardest days because it's my busiest ones. But I still can get on when I can get on. But the sports takes it away from everything. This makes me forget my day. I know it makes you guys forget yours too. And Bon, if this helps you out in that area, man, I'm glad we can be here for you. I'm glad we can be here for you. I am so sorry that you went through that tragedy. I really am. And that you're going to go through it every day. And I'm really sorry, Bon. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I really am. As a parent myself, I can't even imagine the thought of that. So my heart goes out to you, Bon. I'm glad we could be here for you. I'm glad this channel helps you in some way. You guys help me too. Trust and believe, you guys help me too. Coming on here and having fun and talking to everybody. It's like we're all hanging out. We're just in different areas, different parts of the country, what have you, Bon. But, man, I'm very sorry for your loss, man. Wow. So I'm glad we could be here for you, Bon. Glad we could be here for you. That's what this is all about. That's why I always tell everybody we keep this sports only. Other topics just cause arguments. That's it. And keeping it the way we keep it is fine. And you know what, Bon, my heart goes out to you, brother. It goes out to you, man. So we're happy to have you in here, Bon. I'm glad you're a part of this channel. Everybody. RJ Barrett at the top of the key. Knicks up 110-87. I missed. So it's still 110-87. Nets recover. Fourth quarter underway. Again, the Knicks are up by 23 points. Now, Seth Curry for three, missed it. Seth, for those who don't know, is Steph Curry's brother, Seth Curry, Seth can shoot threes like nobody's business too. It's just that he's Steph Curry's brother, so nobody thinks about Seth. Seth and Steph. So there we go. Bulldog, sorry for your loss, Bond. Yes. Featherstone, I love Alice in Chains. When I bought my new car back in 2008, the first CD I played, and it was AIC, Alice in Chains. Yes. Alice in Chains, Featherstone, honestly, was like my favorite grunge band. They were my favorite. I mean, Staley, man. Staley's voice was like nobody else's, man. I'm not saying it was the greatest voice, but Staley's voice just really hit you, especially when he sang songs like Nutshell. You ever see Nutshell live? I know there was another term they had for it. Unplugged. I think it was an unplugged version of Nutshell. Lane Staley, and that, man, his voice is out of this world. Just the way he hit you, the way his voice sounded. it's not angelic. We know that, but dude has such a great voice, man. And they, Alice in Chains, man, one of my favorite bands, Featherstone. So that was a good one to bring up. Manab, that's sad, Bon. We are with you. Yep. That's what we do in here. Bon's a regular cellar dweller, man. That's what we do with our regular guys. And we wonder where people go, and we think about them like Mr. Marine, OG cellar dweller. We're all with him tomorrow. Like, this is real life, guys. It's real life stuff. Quickly with the floater. He missed. Gets his own rebound, though. Hartenstein with the lay-in. Boom. 114-87 Knicks. 10 minutes left in the game. Bulldogs, ZZ Top is great, man. They're great. And they're another band, by the way, that have a lot of great mainstream radio songs, but have so much better that never made the radio. Featherstone, Bond, yep. Sending great wishes out to Bond. Thank you, Featherstone. Yep. Bruin as well. Yep. Everybody, Bond, we're all sending that out to you, man. Wow. Me being a parent, my kids are adults now, man. And me just being a parent, I just can't get my head around that one, man. That really hurts, man. It really does. Parents are supposed to go first, man. That's just the way it's supposed to go. Wow. Bruin, I knew someone in high school who was a huge Grateful Dead fan. Really? I knew some Grateful Dead fans, but I just never got into the band. Like, trucking down to New Orleans, trucking. I don't know. I can't get into it. Can't get into it. Just can't get into it. I don't know. I listened to a lot more aggressive music, I think, back then. Even rap. I was into Public Enemy and Cypress. Cypress Hill is another great rap band, rap rock band. Cypress Hill all day. Public Enemy, Chuck D, man, they brought it hard. Flavor Flav was the greatest hype man for any band ever. The Chuck D brought it real, man. He brought it strong, man. He was great front man for rap. Great. Chuck D and Rush. My favorite rap band was Public Enemy. My favorite rock group was Rush, and they both went into the Hall of Fame at the same time. Never would have guessed that. Wow. Raphael, Seth is very underrated. Right, I agree with you. It's just because of his brother Steph. Seth can shoot threes all day long. He's very underrated. Very underrated. I agree. It's just that he's Steph's brother, so that's the way it is. Lane was so unique. Featherstone all day. Lane Staley was an amazing frontman. If you never saw Nutshell Unplugged, I think that's how it's titled on YouTube, Featherstone. Check it out. Nutshell Unplugged. I mean, the song itself is already great. But that live version, it's out of this world. Out of this world. Bulldog, my dad is a huge Grateful Dead fan. Good. I just don't like them, Bulldog. I don't know what else to say about the Grateful Dead. That's just my opinion. I just never got into them. I think their music is sleepy music. Maybe it's because I never got on. I don't know. They would seem to be kind of popular around a group of friends I grew up with. I just never got into them. Featherstone, the only other voice that makes the hairs go up on the back of my neck was Peter Steele from Typo Negative. Wow, pulling out Typo Negative. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Good one. Peter Steele was a great front man. And shout out, by the way, to Zach De La Roca, Rage Against the Machine. Zach De La Roca, another amazing front man. That guy, and you watch any Rage Against the Machine concerts live, Zach brings it like nobody's business, man. He knows how to work a crowd. Tom Morello on the guitar and scratching that guitar like it's a DJ, scratching a record. Tom Morello is brilliant. Great. Another great band. Wow. Bon, I'm a big ZZ. Wait, where did I leave off? Lane was so unique. Read that. Bulldog, my dad is a huge Grateful Dead fan. Read that. Bon, thanks, Johnny. You're a brilliant. Thank you, Bon. Appreciate the compliment, Bon. Best out to you as well, my man. Featherstone, the only other boy. I read that. Boy, I did skip over a couple. That happens. Why? Because we're in the basement. That's why. Rock, my Mrs. Basement, my wife, Rock, she tells me a lot that I skip. I don't even realize I'm skipping. Sometimes I skip. You guys know I'm not doing it on purpose. Usually when it happens is when everybody's saying hello to each other and thank you to each other, get better, feel well, all that stuff. I usually move down a little bit and I end up missing one in there. 117 to 91. Knicks, 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes left in the game. 117 to 91 Knicks. Feeling very good about this. Bon, I'm a big ZZ Top fan, but yeah, I love the old stuff. Oh, yeah, come on. The old stuff is amazing. It's amazing. And a lot of that stuff, Bon, wasn't radio like Legs and Sharp Dressed Man. Now, those were great songs, but they, we're talking about legendary stuff. Bruin, I can get into the Grateful Dead either. What? I can get into, oh, you mean I can't. I can't get into the Grateful Dead. Yeah, I just can't. Brad, thinking of you, Bon. I was next to my best mate a few months back when he got a call about his son who had, oh, come on. Blew my mind away, so I can't imagine what him and, can't imagine. Like I said, I have adult children. I can't imagine. I don't even want to imagine that. I just, when you hear things like this, Brad, and Bon, who's been through it, as a parent, man, that hits you right here. Like, oh my gosh, like I feel that, man. I really do feel that. That's, man. Best out to your friend, Brad. Bruin, my favorite rap group is Mobb Deep. They were great. Mobb Deep was a very good rap group. Very good shout out on that one, Bruin. Mobb Deep was awesome, man. Very good on that one, Bruin. I like that. Mobb Deep was good. Good shout out for that one, man. Good one, Bruin. Bulldog, I respect your opinion, Johnny. It's just my opinion. That's all it is. I have people that tell me Rush isn't a great band. Rush is up there as my favorite bands of all time. So I get it. It's everybody's opinion. I just couldn't get into them. Bond, thanks, Brad. I'm a big advocate for men's mental health and Australian Are You OK Day. There's an day called Are You OK Day in Australia? Is that what it's referred to? I'm asking, I don't know. I'm asking an honest question. There's a day in Australia called an Are You OK Day? Brad, anytime, Bond, you're a great man doing that. I'm sure I'll bump into you one day at the G. Bruin, can't. In the basement. That's why you did that, Bruin. In the basement. That's why that happened. Amen, brother. Amen. Gunner, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner, in the basement. Need more shots on net. What's the score there, Gunner? By the way, Bulldog, what are we at? They're still 2-1? Come on, Rangers. That's a joke. Now I'm almost glad I couldn't get that game in, Bulldog. I'm glad I couldn't get that in. I can watch the Knicks go for 7 straight here. Valix, coming back on you. Guys, give me 1 minute. All right, we're back. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button, keep this basement rolling. Valix, how are we losing to the Flyers? I have no idea. I had a problem in my area getting that game on. It only happens very rarely with the Rangers, but once in a while it does happen. I couldn't get it, and now I'm thankful I couldn't get it. The only reason, by the way, guys, if you weren't in here earlier when I mentioned this, when the Knicks and the Rangers are on at the same time, which I don't know who in the world does that, because what are diehard Rangers and Knicks fans supposed to do? You know, both games are on at the same time. So when I live stream, whoever has the bigger matchup is who I'm going to do. Now, normally I would have done the Knicks and Nets anyway, but I thought Patrick Kane's first game was going to be tonight against the Flyers. I thought that was going to be their first game, but it turned out that it wasn't. So I couldn't get the game in anyway, and thankfully, he wasn't playing tonight anyway. But, I mean, goodness gracious, they're losing to the Flyers? Come on. It's a joke. Knicks, 7:30 left in this game, 121-100. Knicks have been steady, 18 to 25 point lead throughout the game on average. Steady, 18 to 25 points. I would assume we're going to maintain that to the end of this game. Now, would I believe if someone told me with 2 minutes left the Knicks are only going to be up by 5 points, would I believe that? Yeah, I'd believe that. I don't want to see it. I'm just saying. Gunner, my favorite band of all time is easily Metallica. That's my other favorite band of all time. Rush is my number one. Metallica's right up there. Motley Crue is up there with me too. And I'm not putting Motley Crue in a Metallica category before everybody jumps all over me. Just saying Motley Crue is one of my favorite bands of all time. One of my favorite groups. Love them. Mick Mars, one of the most underrated guitarists you'll ever hear. Mick Mars, the only guitarist in the band, he carries that band. Carries them. Mick Mars is a phenomenal guitarist. 122-100 Knicks. Hartenstein at the free throw line hit the first of two and hit the second of two. 123-100 Knicks. 7:19 left in the game. Featherstone. I saw Alice in Chains and Suicidal Tendencies. Now you're going back to my skateboarding days, and that's way back. If I got on a skateboard now, I'd have every bone broken in my body. Back in Melbourne in 93, still got the shirts. Wow. You brought up typo negative today and Suicidal Tendencies. Wow. Wow. What's next? Social Distortion? Who else is up next? Wow. Suicidal Tendencies I liked. They were a good band back in the 80s. I didn't listen to them as much as I got older, but that's a band from way back that you're bringing me up on. Wow. Bon, Brad, hopefully we will catch up at the MCG. Me and the missus are going to the Dreamtime game. Brad, I'm pretty sure I'll be there too, mate, so we'll have to tee it up. And yes, there is, Johnny. Nice, Brad. Hey, like I said, Rock and I are coming to Australia. I don't have a date yet, but we're working on it. Bulldog, Tarasenko scores. Yes, Tarasenko sighting. He scored on the very first shift as a Ranger. He's had a little bit of a rough start with the Rangers, but now we have a superstar super team. Patrick Kane coming there. Got Tyler Mott back, Tarasenko, Nico Makola. Another great pickup that came along with Tarasenko on defense, so we're looking good. 124-102 Knicks, 6:44 left in the game. Jalen Brunson at the line, 33 points on the night, 13 of 16 from the field. Jalen Brunson, needless to say, has been the catalyst for this team. When everybody mocked the Knicks for overpaying for him, you don't hear that word anymore. You don't hear overpaid Jalen Brunson anymore. Brunson and Julius Randle carry this team, period. Oh, how'd you screw that up, Bulldog? Kreider or Tarasenko? You're in the basement, that's why. There you go, Bulldog, in the basement. You're learning. That's why that happened, Bulldog. There you go. Flex, I'm off. It's leg day in my home gym. Enjoy, Flex. Thanks for always supporting the channel, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Woo! Although I don't have arms like you. Knicks up by 20, just under 6 minutes left. Featherstone, Are You Okay Day is the second Thursday in September. Encourages people to check in on the mental health of their buddies. That's nice. That's nice, Featherstone. Thanks for breaking that down. I like that. Randall driving the lane. In the paint. Floater. And good. 129, 106 Knicks, 5.5 left. That's great that they have a day like that, Featherstone. That's great. And Bond, I'm sure. Bruin, you skateboarded? Yes, I did. I'll tell you what my first board was, too. Josh Hart, back out to Brunson for corner 3. Boom, 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 boom. Knicks are killing it. Killing it. We're going for 7 straight wins tonight. We are going for 7 straight wins tonight, and their stout means they will be undefeated since we traded for Josh Hart. Josh Hart era. Right now, we're ready to go 7-0 under them. Ready to go. We're up 132 to 106. 5:12 left in the game. We should wrap this up for our 7th straight win and our 7th straight win with Josh Hart as a member of the team. Bruin, yeah. I skateboarded my first board. My first board was the Powell Peralta Skull and Sword. Remember that? The skull and had the sword. He was looking up. Powell Peralta. That was my first board. My second board was a Steve Caballero. Steve Caballero was my second board. Yep, that was my second one. I had that Caballero for a long time. Oh, yeah, I could do the ollies. I could do the hand plants. I could do foot plants. We rode ramps. We did everything. Everything. I would do none of that now. Gunner, I've been to Metallica concerts, one time in Buffalo, once in Toronto. Nice. Nice. Gunner, how far exactly is Toronto from Buffalo? If you drove there, how far a drive is that? Not including the border patrol and getting through that. I'm just talking about straight drive. I don't forget the hold up at the border. I'm just talking straight drive. Bruin never would have guessed that. Yeah, I hear you. Why would you have? Like, yeah. When I grew up, Tony Hawk was in his prime. Steve Caballero was a great one. Tony Hawk, I already mentioned. Mike McGill was another one. There's a lot of great skateboarders back. Christian Hosoi, he was another one. Oh, I was all into that. I had Thrasher magazine coming to my house, man, growing up. And I know Thrasher magazine's still around. I of course don't order it anymore, but I did. I'm not a subscriber of it anymore. But back then, yeah, I got that every month. Oh, yeah. Rob in Metallica, of course, man. And he still does. By the way, when we're talking about not playing with other bands, Rob does play with the Tendencies from time to time. He does still play at a concert show or something like that from time to time. So I guess Hetfield approved that. Bulldog, I like that, Bond. Christopher, Men's Shed is get.org in Australia for men's mental health. Men's Shed. Wow. That's good, man, because a lot of today's day and age, anxiety. I'm on social media, but like I'm new on it. Like I'm on IG and Twitter, and I'm new on it. Just because I have this channel, everybody's like, oh, you got to be on social media too. So I have a couple of pages, but as I understand it, a lot of youth, like really, it ruins their day if they don't have a certain amount of likes on something they posted, let's say. They have to have a certain amount of likes or their day is ruined. Now, I don't know many people like that, but the younger generation apparently knows a lot of people like that. I don't know many people like that. If there is, and maybe I just don't know about it. But as I understand it, like if I put something out on Twitter and I get like 2 likes, I don't care. Like there's people that like freak out if they don't get a certain amount of likes. Like it'll ruin their whole day. Like I can't believe that. There's a lot of new anxieties that technology and social media apparently has brought along that I don't know about. So I'm always old school. Like I'm still wondering who took Happy Days off of primetime. Like I'm so behind in everything. When I grew up, my father, like when everybody else was getting DVD players, we just got a VCR, like that. Like everybody had a VCR, we had a Beta. You know what I mean? Like we were always one technology step behind. So, Bulldog, Mental Health Day is in the USA is October 10th. Can't type today. It's all right, Christopher. You know why that's happening? We have a statement when things like that happen in here. Because you're in the basement. That's why. Because you're in the basement, Christopher. That's okay. That's where everything happens or doesn't happen. Right here in the basement. Bulldog, Knicks are playing really well, good basketball. Man, they've been playing great ball for the last 7, including this game. Remember, they're undefeated since we got Josh Hart, 6-0, about to be 7-0. I will not commit to this being a win yet, although they really should have been. Yeah, Bulldog, there you go. He just told you why, Christopher. You're in the basement. That's right. It's a statement. It's a go-to statement, Christopher, when something goes wrong, especially when it's something that you know better than, right? I do it in here a lot. I make confident, bold statements and then realize I'm saying the wrong player's name. Trust and believe I've done that a few times. Bond, I've decided to make my team the New York Yankees as my team. Nice job, Bond. Nice job. Yankees. Now, that's a Collingwood right there. That's Collingwood in New York, in the United States. They're the Yankees and the Dallas Cowboys. You love them or you hate them. There's no in between. I am not a Cowboys fan, but I am a Yankees fan. So that would be along the Collingwood area. You love them or you hate them. And that's it. That's the way they are. So, and I love them. So Lockport, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the basement. What's up, Lockport? Good to see you in here, brother. Good to see you in here, Lockport, as always, man. Bond, that's awesome, Bond. Love it. Christopher, got to meet Metallica when I worked the private bar at Soundwave in Melbourne in 2013. They were too cool. Oh, you got to meet them, man. That's great. That is awesome, man. Good for you, Chris. I'm a little jealous. Gunner, hour and a half roughly. Hour and a half, that's it? That's nothing. Buffalo to Toronto. I almost forgot why you told me that, Gunner. Why? Because we're in the basement. Remember, guys, I give out trivia questions, and then you guys start naming them. You've seen me do this. The OGs have. And I'll be like, why are you saying that guy's name? I forgot to even ask the question. Remember? I do that a lot. 132 to 106, 4.5 left in the game. The Knicks, I'm going to go out on a limb here. The Knicks are up 134 to 106. We're up by 28 points. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're going to win this one. Gunner, I made a Twitter account just to follow you. Thanks, Gunner. I hope I've given you things to follow because I'm trying to do things on there. Gunner. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, brother. Bulldog, get used to constant letdown in the playoffs. And it's hard to argue that right now, Bond. The Yankees have been letdowns in the playoffs. They're like the Cowboys. They're always a great regular season team. We make it to the playoffs, and I don't know what's been happening. I can tell you what's not been happening, titles. That's not been happening. Bruin, wow, would have never guessed you were skateboarding like, oh, I was a skate. You guys see how I am with the with my sports, with my teams? That's how I used to be with skateboarding. That's how I was with skating. I was. At one time, I was diehard into skateboarding and Grimes bringing it down. This game's over, guys. Knicks are up by 30 points with just under 3 minutes left. 30 points. The Knicks are murdering teams right now. That is awesome, Gunner. And Gunner, I think that's great. You're sitting in the same row as us when we get there, Gunner. That's going to be really cool, man. We're almost there. 30 days to go. That's going to be cool, Gunner. I'm glad you're sitting like right in the same area, man. Peso's going. I think Lockport said he was going. Thunder Dan's going. And who am I forgetting? Gunner, Peso, Lockport, Thunder Dan. Come on, Gunner. Who else am I forgetting? There's somebody else up there that said they were going to go. Gunner, Lockport, Peso, Thunder Dan, which is Bill's King Mafia. Who am I missing? Wasn't there somebody else? I thought so. Anyway, Bruin. I think my grandma still has the VCR I used to have as a little kid. Hey, Bruin, we still have the VCR DVD combo. Like you have them in both. When DVDs just came out and the VCR was still huge, there was a combo VCR DVD player. I think we still have that somewhere. Then everybody got into the Blu-rays, but the Blu-rays went out, right? The Blu-ray went out pretty quickly because, everything's at the touch of a button now. Quentin Grimes, let's go. Back out to quickly. Puts up the 3. Oh, I don't even think that was quick. I think we got a lot of the backups in now. Miles McBride is in there. Oh, yeah. Bond, Johnny, have you seen the blind skate video with Jason Lee in it? I have not. I have not. I have not. I'll check it out, though. Blind skate video with Jason Lee. I have not seen that, Bond, but I'll definitely make sure to check that out. As a matter of fact, I'll write it down. You guys know my list. Guys, look at this, man. Look at all these things I got on here. I mean, and these are two sides. I'm telling you, I get to the stuff, though. Sometimes you luck out. I get to it right away. Other times it takes a month. What's that one? Blind skate, Jason Lee. People are like, Johnny, you should have a spreadsheet. Or Johnny, that is my spreadsheet. Why? Because we're in the basement. Got basement tools down here. Featherstone, I still got awesome stuff I taped on video. Me too. Christopher, I thought Collingwood would be more like the Patriots area. Oh, I can't stand the Patriots. I hate them. And a lot of people hate them too. But just traditionally, the Yankees and the Cowboys are the most, because they're the most recognized team and logo across the whole country and in other countries. The Patriots aren't as extended into other countries like the Yankees and the Cowboys are. And I think that's why. But trust and believe, Christopher. You want to throw the Patriots in there as a hated team? Man, we'll take it. That's acceptable right in here because I hate the Patriots more than I hate the Cowboys, mainly because they're a direct rival of the Jets. The Cowboys aren't they're a direct rival of the Giants, not the Jets. But I still hate them, though. But the Patriots, I'll accept that, Christopher. I hate the Patriots with a passion. Bulldog, I have two Twitter accounts. One of them I cover the Jets and Rangers. The other I cover the Hawks, Braves, and Georgia. Foul. Bulldog, follow me, and I'll follow you back, so I don't have to search you out. Just follow me. I'll follow you back. Featherstone, I can just imagine you skateboarding around with your mullet. Oh, my gosh. I have horrendous pictures of myself when I was younger. Oh, like you said, you ever see the movie Joe Dirt? My hair was pretty similar to that at one time with David Spade. Quickly for three. I don't even think it matters anymore. And he hit it anyway. 142 to 115 Knicks, 24 seconds left in the game. We're about to wrap this up in here, guys. About to wrap this up. Gunner, I tried skateboarding once. It didn't go well. Trust and believe, Gunner, if I got on a skateboard now, it wouldn't go well. I promise you. Bruin, that VCR DVD player sounds awesome. Not going to lie. It was awesome, man. I'm telling you, I think we still have it. I think we still have it in the attic or somewhere, man. But yeah, it was, and you had a remote. You could flip it to, flip the switch and be on the DVD, flip it back to VCR. Real exciting technology times. Laserdisc. Yes, I forgot about Laserdisc, Featherstone. Forgot about Laserdisc. And I saw your 8-track, by the way. Remember 8-tracks? I meant to comment on Featherstone. I saw you put 8-tracks in there somewhere. I had my first 8-track, and it was given to me. It was Styx. Remember the band Styx? I had a Styx 8-track. Styx 8-track. Had the song Sailing on it. And, Come Sail Away, right? Come Sail Away. And Castle Walls. That was another Styx song. Castle Walls, by the way, had the Michael Myers theme in it. The Halloween theme. That din. That was in Castle Walls by Styx. Just a little bit of useless trivia there. Laserdisc. Oh, my gosh. I remember. I would have never thought about that until you brought that up. Wow. Big task. This is our house. Knicks pride. This is our house right here. And the Knicks are crushing the Nets. The Nets are still a very good team, by the way. Knicks are next level right now. Look who woke up. Basement mascot in his Knicks jersey, accounted for. Rocco in the basement just when we're about to sign off. He just woke up, and we got to get him outside. I'll read a few more of these, and we're out of here. Bruin, I was shocked when I saw one of those for the first time, Melina. Oh, yeah. Bulldog, I was in France and saw a bunch of people wearing Yankees hats. Right, that's what I mean. The Yankees and the Cowboys are more known worldwide than the Patriots are. They're more known to be loved or hated anyway. Christopher, yeah, they made your life pretty hard for the last couple decades. Yes, the Jets and the Knicks. Oh, please. The Patriots made life very hard for the Jets. Very, very, very hard for the Jets. Yes. Tables are finally turning, though. The Jets are the team. Watch out. 4th overall ranked defense. Once we land a quarterback, watch out. Jets are on the map. But yeah, the Patriots kicked the crap out of us so many times over, man. That's why I hate them. Bruin, North Dakota. Oh, North Dakota. Oh, man. The new home of North Dakota. Big task. I missed that. I was wondering where that came from. Now I see it. There'll be North Dakota Nets. That's right. That's right. Get them out of here. It's our town. Featherstone, my mom still has one of those VC. Yeah, they're awesome. We have them. Christopher, yeah, they made. I just read that. Patriots at least have recent success. I know. But they're not going to be good anymore. It's great. It's going to be great to watch. All their failed coaches that went out to get jobs are all back with Daddy Belichick. Bruin, it would have been awesome seeing Johnny skateboarding with a mullet. Oh, you guys, man, I have pictures of me. I should have gotten my butt kicked at the bus stop with some of the stuff my parents sent me out to wear when I was like 11 and 12 years old. I should have had the living crap beat out of me on a daily basis wearing. And the hair I had, oh my gosh. I had, before the mullet, back in the late 70s, early 80s, I had, Greg Brady hair. I had big curly hair everywhere. I looked like a disaster with the big checkerboard pants that you could play checkers on. Literally, I'm telling you, I should have had my ass kicked on the daily. I really should have. Just for wearing that stuff. Bond, the video is called Blind Video Days. It come out in 91, Blind Video Days. Got it. Guy Mariano, Jordan Richter, Mark Gonzalez, Rudy Johnson, and Jason Lee. Nice, Bond. I'm going to check that out, man. I got it written down for you, brother. Thank you. Rick the Ninja. Now you guys wondering why we call him Rick the Ninja? Because he just comes out of nowhere and drops in. Laserdisc, LOL. That's why he's Rick the Ninja. You think he's not here, and he's here. He's an OG. Bruin, Rocco, he's accounted for. Rocco was knocked out most of this time. That's why it's funny. Bruin and everybody else, when people are like, hey, is the dog there? It's like, trust and believe. You'll know when Rocco's awake. The OGs and a lot of the regular cellar dwellers that have been here for a while, it's like, you don't have to worry. You'll know when Rocco's around. Trust and believe. You'll know when he's around because he's a great dog. He's 11, and he's very spoiled, as you guys know. And his Rock, Mrs. Basement, already informed you guys. And that's him. But he's my buddy. I love him to death. He is my man. Rocco is the man. Rocco. Everybody saying what's up to Rocco. Let's go, Rocco. Yep. Rocco's like, yeah, let's go outside. Take me outside. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Patrick Kane's first night on the Rangers at Madison Square Garden against the crappy Senators. So this should be a beatdown tomorrow night. I know the Rangers are in overtime right now, according to Bulldog. Hopefully we can pull that win out against a garbage team and welcome Patrick Kane into a massive game tomorrow at the Garden in front of the home crowd against the crappy Senators. That just wound up being that way. So, Christopher, thank you for your support. Thanks for showing up, man. Anybody else that forgot to hit the like button, hit the like button. Keep this basement rolling, guys. Keep it rolling. Rangers win. Yes. Good stuff, Bulldog. Thank you for the updating us the whole time throughout, man. Appreciate it. Bond, those guys were the people who started all the street skating. That's right. And I could perform some of them. Now I can perform none of them. Gunnar, my dad used to rock a mullet. I know, man. Gunnar, I'm probably your dad's age. That's awesome. We all had them. Bruin, John. Oh, I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling. And you know it, Bruin. Everybody. You know when someone's brand new in the basement? When they ask me, where's Rocco? Is he awake? That statement alone tells me you're brand new in here. If you have to ask me if he's awake, you're brand new. He lets everybody know when he's awake. Featherstone, I want to see these pics. Oh, I'll bring them out one day. And guys, wait a minute. One day I'm going to react to my first videos that I did, that I uploaded. They are terrible. They're terrible. YouTube should have banned me. I don't have them. I pulled them all down, but I still have them. I'm going to react to my own reactions. They're really bad. I don't know. Now I can see why my son was begging me not to put them on. He was begging me when I first started this channel to not. I was so excited to have a video reaction done. I was like, I'll just post it. Just post it. Just post it. He's like, no. It was really bad. I mean, really bad. I'll have to do that one day. React to my own reactions, and they're terrible. You guys will laugh. You'll laugh the whole time. All right, guys. Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Good night. Everybody's saying good night. Good night. Rangers and Knicks. Rangers and Knicks. Rangers and Knicks on fire. Bruin, we're going to end it on yours. Yes, Valix. Rangers and Knicks. Rangers and Knicks. What a good day. What a good week. Patrick Kane and the Stanley Cup era starts tomorrow. Bruin, YouTube should have banned me. It was so, Bruin, you guys have no idea how bad. First cup. You'll see why my son, I didn't even edit me starting the thing up. Like, you'll see me setting up and then do the video. Like, I didn't even edit that. Everything I did from the time I turned the computer on until the time I turned it off was all on the video. Like, I didn't edit anything. Me setting up, you'll see me sitting there and talking what I'm going to say. Oh, man, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, they should have banned me. They should have said, yeah, dude, you're never going to be good at this. I'm telling you. And they would have been 100% correct. Bond, the mullet is back in Australia. Most teens have them now, and I had one in my teens. Yeah, me too. I had one. I would never get it again, though. Guys, on that note, keep OG Mr. Marine in your prayers tonight, guys. Getting a double bypass surgery in the morning. Keep him in your prayers. We're pulling for him. He's been with me since he's one of the few guys that's been with me since the beginning, along with Gunner and Rick, the Ninja, and Bruin, and a few other guys that were in here tonight. They were here from the start with Mr. Marine as well. Keep them in your prayers, please, guys, please. And Bon, our hearts go out to you as well for your son and the loss of him. Big time stuff with that, man. Really, really much so. I'm glad we can help you guys out. This what this channel is all about. I always tell you guys, we don't have the biggest chat in here, but we have the most knowledgeable, most friendly, most caring chat in here, guys. And on that note, I would thank you all, and I will see you all tomorrow night right here in the basement. Patrick Kane era starts with the New York Rangers, who are now considered a super team. Going to win that cup this year. Sorry, Bruin. I can't wait for the Bruins-Rangers playoff game now, and I'll see you all on that note. Have a great night, guys. I'm Johnny Basement, and I am out. Say goodnight, Rocco. No, he didn't. He's already going toward the steps. All right, guys, out. See ya.